Blu Cantrell had one of the biggest hits of 2001 with the release of Hit 'em Up style Oops. She seemed to have it all: good looks, a powerful voice, and a team of talented writers and producers. But sadly, her career didn't go as planned. This is a story of a shady record contract, racy photos, and a rumored mental health breakdown. Oh, and you're probably wondering what happened between her and Jay-Z.
Did you Jay-Z?
Oh my God!
Don't worry, we'll get into that in a bit. Don't forget, you can gain access to this audio and one unreleased video per month on the Real Reality Gossip Patreon. Details are in the description box. Now let's get into today's video. Born as Tiffany Cobb in Rhode Island, she was given the nickname Blu as a child because she was obsessed with the color. Her mom, a jazz singer, raised Blu and her 5 siblings on her own. In an interview with Wendy Williams, Blu described her dad as being a deadbeat NBA player who left their family early on. At the age of 17, she headed to New York to pursue her dream of becoming a singer. She quickly realized that making it big wasn't going to be easy. She took on various jobs to make ends meet. At the age of 18, in order to make some cash, she took risque photos for Blacktail magazine, an adult publication. It seemed like easy money at the time, and it was, but the photos would come back to haunt her. Using her childhood nickname and combining it with her grandmother's last name, she hit the music scene as Blu Cantrell. She joined a girl group formed by Teddy Riley called 8th Avenue. But according to You Know I Got Soul website, once Blackstreet broke up, 8th Avenue disbanded as well. In 2000, Blu was given some terrible news. Her sister had been in a car accident and was in a coma at an Atlanta hospital. Blu made her way to Atlanta to be closer to her, and while her family struggled with the thought that her sister wouldn't make it through, Blu's life began to change. She told Pollster website a chance meeting with a guy in a hotel lobby and a random meeting with Usher put her in contact with Red Zone Entertainment co-founder Christopher "Tricky" Stewart. He's now known for his work with Beyonce, Katy Perry, and Rihanna. But when Blu first met him, he was riding the success off of producing Maya's hit song entitled Case of the Ex. Blu played Tricky her demo, and according to her official website, he was so impressed, he asked her to sing background for artists like Gerald Levert, Faith Evans, Puff Daddy, and Aaron Hall. He also asked Blu to stay with him and his girlfriend at their Atlanta home instead of returning to New York. Blu was hesitant because she was still dealing with a lot of stress. Although her sister was out of the coma, there was a long road of recovery ahead of her. But Blu told You Know I Got Soul website that she was drawn to Tricky's family. She had been on her own for a while and she craved that stability. So she agreed to stay in Atlanta and briefly moved in with them. Tricky told her he was going to call his associate L.A. Reid, the then president of Arista Records, so he could listen to some of the songs she had recorded. Blu didn't believe him at first, but before she knew it, L.A. was in the studio with them and was blown away by Blu's voice. L.A. offered her a deal right there on the spot, and Blu was ready to sign on the dotted line. But Tricky told her to slow down so they could discuss things. They sent L.A. on his way, and soon enough, word got around about the new singer with the amazing jazz-inspired soprano voice. Blu told You Know I Got Soul website that 10 labels were in an 11-hour bidding war for her. L.A. refused to let anyone else sign her, and he was eventually the highest bidder. He also threw in a Ferrari, which was icing on the cake. Blu happily signed with Arista, and unknowingly signed away all of her future profits. She immediately got to work on her debut album and recorded the song Hit 'em Up Style, which was written and produced by Dallas Austin. She also traveled to Indianapolis to work with the legendary production and songwriting duo Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Blu walked into their huge studio and began singing a melody while a pianist played nearby. She poured out her heart and soul into a track entitled I'll Find a Way. In an interview, Blu said she felt all the emotions from dealing with her sister's health condition, plus a terrible relationship she was involved with. Hit 'em Up Style was released in April 2001 and it became an instant hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Blu was immediately put on a nationwide promotional tour. She also earned a Grammy nomination. Her debut album, So Blue, was released in July 2001 and was certified gold. Blu took the time to go to multiple record stores and convince them to purchase more copies. Building those solid relationships with store owners eventually helped the album go platinum. While attending an awards show, she met an NBA player. Blu never revealed his identity, but she told Wendy Williams he pursued her relentlessly and they began dating. She had a great relationship and her career was on track, but things took a turn when her photos from Blacktail magazine were uncovered in May 2002. Blu took it all in stride, telling the AJC, "I'll sign one of the pictures if they want me to." She told The Guardian the pictures were keeping her name in the news, so she wasn't too upset. She reportedly negotiated a $1 million payout to pose for Playboy magazine and was even invited to perform at the Playboy Mansion. However, some outlets weren't happy, and Radio 1, a British music outlet, briefly banned her music from their station. Sadly, the photos also ruined her relationship with the NBA player, and they decided to go their separate ways. In 2003, she released her second album, Bittersweet. The album peaked at number 7 on the Billboard charts and did well internationally. It also earned her another Grammy nomination, and then came the rumors about her and Jay-Z. Even though Jay-Z was in a relationship with Beyonce, a lot of people assumed there was something going on between him and Blu. But Blu insisted they were just friends. In an interview with Wendy Williams, she said they had never been intimate, but she had a crush on him and she was down to give him a chance.
I have a big crush on him now. I'll tell you that much. I still have a crush on him now. No, I didn't. No, I'm really selective about it.
What?
Really. I really like him though. And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him though.
I'm just saying, you're in New York.
Yeah, okay. And what
If you ran into him and everything was right, would you make that play?
I wouldn't turn it down. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And then things started to get strange. People noticed that Beyonce's song Baby Boy was similar to Blu's song Breathe from her sophomore album. Blu told The Guardian she was convinced that Beyonce was making subliminal references to her in the lyrics of Baby Boy. Like when Beyonce sings Let Me Breathe, and Breathe is the name of Blu's song, of course. Both songs coincidentally feature Sean Paul as well. Since Blu's song was released first, some people thought Beyonce was being a copycat. According to Contact Music, while Blu said she was a fan of Beyonce's, she also added, "She uses words which are in the hook of my song, and if she's that talented, she shouldn't have to copy someone else." Then when Blu released her promo for her song Round Up, Beyonce and Jay-Z followed suit by dropping their music video for the song '03 Bonnie and Clyde, and it looked a lot like Blu's promo. Was it all just a coincidence? We're not sure, but Blu told The Guardian, "Maybe we should get on stage and battle it out live, each sing a song in true beef style." But she doesn't want to do that. Years later, Beyonce and Jay-Z would name their first daughter Blue Ivy, and of course, it made many people wonder. But behind the scenes, there was a new love in Blu's life. While working with Puff Daddy at the start of her career, she was introduced to a producer named Tony De Niro. He appeared as her love interest in the music video for her song Make Me Wanna Scream. They became an item, and according to The Independent, Blu was so in love with him she hired him to be her tour manager. In February 2004, it was reported that Blu dumped her boyfriend Tony after continuous arguments turned physical. Tony denied the allegations. A source said Blu also cut ties with him professionally, but he was still featured on pre-recorded tracks that appeared on her 2004 mixtape entitled From LA to LO. If things weren't bad enough, Blu's career stalled. She told You Know I Got Soul, when L.A. Reid left Arista, she no longer wanted to be on the label. And then things were so hectic, record executives forgot to renew her contract, and she essentially became a free agent. In the meantime, she continued to tour and work on her music independently. In 2007, she starred in a stage play called Gossip, Lies, and Secrets with Kenya Moore and Lisa Ray. And in 2008, she appeared on the show Celebrity Circus. Unfortunately, she was booted from the show early on, but there were reports she was hooking up with fellow contestant Antonio Sabato Jr. Blu's rep said the two were just having fun. And then she disappeared. She told You Know I Got Soul she moved to London for a while to get away from being a celebrity 24/7. By 2012, she was ready to start working on her next album. As of this video, the album has yet to be released, and there were more problems for Blu. In 2014, TMZ reported she was found running through the streets of Santa Monica at 2 a.m. She was reportedly in fear of her life and said someone had given her poisonous gas. The cops came and she reportedly identified herself as a one-hit wonder. She was taken to the hospital for a psychological evaluation, and further information about her diagnosis wasn't made public. Looking back on her career, Blu expressed regret about the record contract she signed many years ago. She told You Know I Got Soul that when coming into the business, people are bound to take advantage of artists. She added, I can tell you that 98% of artists have been robbed. Blu said her record label recommended she work with a specific lawyer. That lawyer turned out to be the label's lawyer as well, which was a conflict of interest. She said, they were all working together to basically take what was mine. Blu said she did a lot of her own writing, but the label took all of her publishing. The checks were coming in, but the money was going in other people's pockets. Blu said, I never got one dime from Arista. She also admitted her photos for Blacktail magazine derailed her career because women are judged more harshly than men in the entertainment industry. In March 2020, right before the lockdowns, Blu performed in London. Since she rarely updates her social media account with new pictures, her appearance on stage caught everyone off guard. People even started to question the current state of her mental health. We wish Blu nothing but the best and hope that in due time she'll be able to give her fans the new music they've been waiting for. Let us know your thoughts on Blu Cantrell's career, and thanks for watching Real Reality Gossip.